So you're here for some photo dump ideas, and I'm here to tell you it's a lot easier than you think. I'm going to show you a few quick ways to add drawings to your photos to just make your photo dumps a little bit more fun. So grab any photos that you might have and let's get started. So to make these overlays, I mainly use Procreate, but I'm also going to show some examples of using just the markup function on any digital Apple device, because this can be done literally using your finger. You don't really need an Apple Pencil or anything like that, but it kind of just makes things a little bit easier if you have a pencil handy. And to make this ripple style, I'm literally just taking any color that I have. I believe I'm using the dry ink brush in this photo, and I'm just drawing lines around the subject, which is me. And I find that it takes a photo that's kind of plain normally, I'm just standing there holding a coffee, but I'm doing these drawings, which kind of help to make it look a little bit more fun. If you're in Procreate, you can always add different layers and try different types of things, so if you want to move things around, things like that. But a lot of the time, I don't really think too much about that. I'm not really spending that too much time on these drawings because I like them to be kind of just loose and kind of like sketchbook type of feel, so I don't really think too much about making sure everything's perfect. But that's the first example. You can always experiment with lots of different types of colors and different types of lines and thicknesses to get your desired effect. This next idea with letters is probably the easiest thing you can do, because even if you can't draw, hopefully you can at least write some letters. I did this just using my finger in the markup section in photos, and of course I did make mistakes, but that's what the undo button is for. You can always just undo things and try them again until you find the right fit. And in this photo, I'm kind of drawing bubble letter style, but you could always do many different types of writing. You could do calligraphy, you could do handwriting, you could do whatever fits your own style as well. Using letters is also really great because it bypasses people asking you where you've been or the location of your photos, because you've just written it on the photo itself. If you go to a nice restaurant, you could always write the name of the restaurant on it so that people know where you went. I also do a lot of writing on my kind of desktop layout photos because those do really popular online, so you can always just write literally what's on your desk, your bullet journal, your coffee, your breakfast, the pens you're using. It's a great way to just fill up the page so it doesn't feel empty. I didn't include an example in here, but you could also just type out words and put them on your photos as well. If you don't feel like writing them, you can just use fonts that you really like and do the same type of style. So let's talk about shapes. I know there's so many shapes out there, but I'm currently very loyal to stars and hearts. I know I should expand my horizons a bit more, but right now that's just the era that I'm in. But yeah, I'm just using the markup function again, just using my finger to draw these in, and it's just very much like drawing on your notes during school when you're bored, just filling up the space as much as you can. I really like using shapes in examples like this photo where my background is blank, but I'm able to fill it up and add something to it by drawing in some shapes. I just used the same color as my jacket and then just went in and doodled all around it. You can either stick to one pattern and just repeat it throughout your photo, or you can do different types of shapes like zigzags or squiggles or tic-tac-toe type of things, just little doodles that will fill up your page, and it just adds a whole new layer compared to just me posing with the simple plain white background. Now I kind of made up my own new background. Here's some screen recordings of me making some drawings on my iPhone. You can definitely see a little bit of a difference just with kind of the thickness of the pen strokes and things like that, but it really just proves that you can do this on any device you have, and it should be fun to do. So here's just a few examples of the things that we made, whether it's ripple effects using letters or shapes. There's always stuff that you can do to kind of just elevate your photos a little bit more before you post them. And it really does not take long to do, and it should be fun. It should be a way to express your creativity even more and to kind of just help to make your social media presence kind of reflect who you are as a person and the art or the things that you create. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give it a try. Good luck!